Hi, my name's Aspen,
And I'm Greta,
and you're watching
the HMS show. Aspen, do you like riddles?
Yes, I love them.
Well, it's too bad you didn't get an answer this week's.
Here's Camila and Jordan asking people some riddles.
What has many teeth but can't bite? I don't know. A comb.
Oh, that was a good one.
What's always in front of you but can't be seen?
So you'll have all of this. You'll be able to
My shadow?
highlight whatever works
Nope.
for you.
Your future.
And your essay.
That was a good one. Almost got a J.
What is full of holes but still holds water?
A sponge.
That was very good, Joshua.
I have branches but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. What am I?
Shoot. I don't know.
A bank.
That was so good.
What can you catch but never throw?
I'm gonna guess a cold is something that you can catch but never throw.
Good job.
Thank you.
Man, you.
I actually have a riddle of my own to ask you.
What?
Why do you have to wear rubber boots when it's raining cats and dogs?
Why?
Because you could step on a poodle.
Speaking of dogs, here's Camila and Gio talking about the Shimmy fundraiser.
Hello everyone, I'm here with Mr. McCassell, and he runs the student council that goes on here at HMS, and I'm going to be asking him a few questions about the donut sale that is raising money for Shimmy and the donation. So, what made you want to start the donation for Shimmy?
Well, Miss Franklin and Miss Franklin runs the 6th and 7th grade version, I run the 8th grade version. We're talking about things that we could do this year and ways that we could raise money, and then we found out we were going to have a dog in the building that was going to be able to come around and be in classrooms and stuff. And we thought, well, no one has anything. No one has little beds for Shimmy to lay down or things that would make it so that Shimmy can feel comfortable in our space. And of course, there's never any money. So we thought, what better way to raise money than to sell donuts? So every Friday for the first 2 weeks of it, we sold donuts at $2 each, and we sold almost all of our donuts, and we were able to raise enough money to cover everything that was on the wish list for Shimmy in those 2 weeks. And then we're going to continue with our donut sale as we go through and look at other things like what can we supply for the classroom teachers, what things can we have for when we go outside on sensory breaks, because it's no fun to just go outside and stand there. So it's been fun. It's been cool to see the kids respond to it, and of course donuts. Donuts are always good.
Yeah. A second question is, how long will Shimmy be staying here?
Shimmy is going to be a service dog in our building as long as Shimmy can be here. There's part of the training that she has to complete where she learns how to act and react, and we have to teach the kids that Shimmy's not just a...
I hope I get to meet Shimmy soon.
Ha, I already did.
No need to brag. Anyways, remember when we talked about video games?
Ah yes, the good old days.
Next, me and Aspen will be talking about video game art designs. Some video games are known for having great art styles, such as Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, Paper Mario, The Ori Chronicles, and the Untitled Goose Game.
Some are lesser known for their art styles, such as Sky Children of Light, Myst, Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of Us.
But what makes these games so original? Zelda Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is arguably the most groundbreaking of the Zelda series. Though it has changed drastically from the previous games, it is still able to keep the elements that make these games great and turn them into a daring open-world exploration.
Myst is a game all about testing your skills in brutal puzzle form. The game's art style is simple, but you can see the care put into it. It does a good job of making you feel isolated.
Paper Mario: The Origami King. Its incredibly diverse art style conveys that the game, as the title suggests, is set in an origami world. The game features the main cast like the comic Pummler Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and some new characters.
Untitled Goose Game. This game has a very unique art style that is both minimalistic and intricate at the same time. This is a bit of a different choice on the list, but just as worthy of its glory. The Wrath of the Goose should never be underestimated, for peace was not an option. I don't like geese.
Yeah, me neither.
They're fascinating creatures.
But you know what I do like?
Shoutouts?
Yes. This week they're done by Valeria and Ayana.
Who would you like to shout out?
X.
Who would you like to shout out?
Mr. Roberts. Andreas. That's about it.
Who would you like to shout out?
Christ, D, Ayana,
Valeria.
Who would you like to give a shout out to?
I'd like to give my shout out to Ayana Rodriguez because he helps me in Spanish and he's really helpful.
Who would you like to shout out?
Valeria, because you're a good friend.
Who would you like to shout out?
Nick Fishel.
Who would you like to shout out?
My whole basketball team and the whole B team because we did really good yesterday and we took that win, you know, like respectfully.
I'd like to give a shout out to Ayana Rodriguez because she's super nice to me.
I like to give a shout out to Valeria because she's a good friend.
That's it for today.
And as always, you've been watching The HMS Show.